Hey, boys and girls. It's time for Uncle Jay Explains the News. Now here's the guy who helps little minds understand big news stories, Uncle Jay.
Hi, boys and girls. Well, school is out for just about everybody. Congratulations to you if you passed. Not everybody did. In fact, in Texas, some people staged a protest for some students who didn't quite make it. They were demanding, let our kids walk on the stage for graduation. They might want to also consider a walk down Sesame Street, just for old time's sake. Well, Uncle Jay's news word for this week is a tough one. Acquiesce. This is one of those words that teachers invented. You know, we all had teachers like this. Uncle Jay had one. They invent these words just to torture kids in spelling. There's a lot of words that mean the same thing that are easier. Watch. Congress decided to acquiesce. See? Isn't that easier? Miss Willard? Dried up old... Congress decided to acquiesce to President Bush about bringing troops home from Iraq. President Bush had campaigned very hard to keep the troops there, and it paid off for him. Also in Congress last week, both sides managed to acquiesce. It's so easy. On the new immigration bill. It's a very complicated bill, boys and girls. But basically, from now on, everybody who crosses the border has to arrive 2 hours early, take off their shoes, and carry all liquids in a small clear Ziploc bag. This keeps America safe for landscaping. If you believe this, you probably also believe that Paula Abdul's broken nose came from tripping over her dog, and that Lindsay Lohan was framed, and that Barbara Walters wishes Rosie O'Donnell all the best. Well, in other news, it's summer movie time. You know, we just celebrated the 30th anniversary of when Star Wars movies used to be good. And this summer, we're going to find out for sure whether the words action figure and Keith Richards can exist on the same planet. Just because somebody's got a new movie doesn't mean they fit the mold for an action figure. Okay, boys and girls, it's time for one of your news questions. This week it comes from Lenny in Baltimore. Hi, Lenny. Lenny writes, Dear Uncle Jay, I'm really angry about the price of gas. My dad says we can't drive to Philadelphia now for July 4th because it'll cost too much. Why are gas prices so high right now? Thanks, Lenny. Well, this is kind of a Memorial Day tradition. You know, on top of the barbecues and theme parks opening up and ignoring what Memorial Day is about, gas prices also go up. And people complain, and Congress pretends to do something. This year, just last week, they passed a new bill saying that unconscionably excessive prices are illegal. Those are big words, just like this week's news word. Using just the right word is very important. Well, boys and girls, send your news questions to Uncle Jay at UncleJayExplains.com. I'll see you next week when Uncle Jay explains the news. And remember, a good kid is good news.